Being an entrepreneur, it's hard. It's very, very hard work. Being a broker is it's very, very hard work. It requires a lot of diligence, a lot of just patience, a lot of steadfastness in order to be able to take it to where you want to go. When you initially get into the business, of course, being a broker, it's vastly different from being a mortgage loan officer working for a retail institution. When you work for the retail institutions, usually they have the capital to have the support and the infrastructure to support the loan officer. But the trade off is you don't get paid that much. You closed deals, and you're getting very, very little from the transaction. And that's if you work for a great organization. If you don't, well, a lot of them aren't really great organization. It's pretty much they throw stuff against the wall and see what sticks. The organization that I came from, really big company, just recently got sold off to another company. They merged. And what I found was, yeah, we had a lot of leads. Yes, I had a lot of support. And when I say support, a lot of leadership and guidance as far as how to get the deals done. But one thing that they lacked was, well, two things. They didn't see things from the mortgage loan officer's perspective as far as financially. You don't get paid very much. I think that year I brought in about $20,000, and I was hustling. I was really, really hustling. Never again. It was a year. The second thing that I don't think they understand is division of labor. In the mortgage industry, it has to be highly segmented. There has to be little sections and little parts of the process that you're responsible for, and the rest of it you have to be able to delegate away. And what I found was a lot of these organizations, at least the ones that I worked with, they weren't cognizant of that fact. I would originate the loan, gather the information, I would throw it into Calyx or Encompass, whatever system you use. I would manage the process. I would get the documentations back. And on top of that, they wanted me to kind of process the loans, or the payoff, make sure the payoff was accurate, make sure the VOEs were there. And it's when you start jumping into different sections of the loan, yes, you might have a great file and close it, but at the end of the day, you can't do more than one or two deals. And if you're not getting that much basis points from the whole thing, it just makes it very hard to be a mortgage loan officer. So, the bottom line, this is a very lucrative industry. It's a very lucrative field, but you have to go into it in the correct way. If you don't go into it in the correct way, there's always a retail lender looking to capitalize off of your hard work. So, there it is. That's my story and where I came from. I've been a loan officer. I was a loan officer in the past for about 3 years, in 2005 to about 2008. I jumped out of the industry. I went and did something else. I sold insurance. I sold wealth management, Roth IRAs. I sold variable annuities, things like that, just financial product. But my first love was mortgages. I love what I do. I love meeting people. I understand the process, terms, rates. It's just something that's just ingrained in me. So I decided to come back in 2015. And in 2015, kind of hopped around. When I initially got into the industry, I worked for a federal institution, so there was no need for the USC test to be taken. Worked there for a while. They were really focused on VA stuff. I worked there for about 6 months, but I got married. I had to leave. And once I left, I moved to a great city, Charlotte, North Carolina. And, that's where I was able to help into this new organization with the retail lending. And, listen, I learned a lot. They teach you a lot, but just enough to know how to do what you need to do. And the business side, they want you to leave it to them. So there it is, breakdown of my career in a nutshell in the last 2 years and what I've been doing. So follow along with me, press the like button at the bottom, subscribe. I'm going to drop videos like this pretty often. I'm going to make another video just, talking about, some of the tools that you're going to need or that you think you're going to need being a broker. But times are changing. I see a lot of things on the horizon that are making it very, very profitable to become a broker. All right. Have a great day.